Let me begin by reiterating the Commission's avowed commitment to ensuring that every qualified Ghanaian is registered as a voter to take part in the 2023 district level elections and the 2024 general elections. The Commission is desirous of registering everyone who is eligible. We reiterate that it is not our intention to disenfranchise anyone. We wish to assure all qualified persons that we have increased the number of kits in our district offices to accommodate the large numbers at the registration centers. Because of this intervention, a number of the registration centers are becoming empty, and the reports reaching us indicate that our officials are fully ready to register all eligible persons who avail themselves at the registration centers by our deadline of 2nd October. In the same vein, we will continue to strengthen our processes to ensure that ineligible persons, including minors and foreigners, do not register. As a Commission, we are focused on ensuring and maintaining the credibility of the voters' register. This is the reason behind the proposed new CI, or constitutional instrument, which will require the use of the Ghana card as the sole means of identification for new applicants to register as voters. Indeed, the Ghana card shows the age and citizenship of the bearer of the card, making it easier to identify those who are minors and those who are foreigners. The Electoral Commission believes that the guarantor system has outlived its usefulness, and we are convinced that the time is right for a system that every registrant is identified on his or her own merit, rather than another person vouching for the age and nationality of that person. We would like to use this opportunity to entreat parents to dissuade their wards who are less than 18 years old to be coerced by anyone to assume a new age and register as a voter, because they may find themselves on the wrong side of the law. Political party officials and members of political parties are also entreated to stop the practice of persuading people who are unqualified and ineligible, such as minors, from taking part in the registration exercise. We have noticed that the minors and foreigners have taken advantage of the guarantor system with the support of some members of political parties. As our key stakeholders, we expect the political parties to support us to ensure the voters' register is credible, because if there are people who will benefit from a credible voters' register, we strongly believe the political parties will be one of the main beneficiaries. We are stressing on this because we continue to hear of reports from our officers on the ground and see pictures, videos from the districts of minors and other unqualified persons taking part in the registration exercise. We believe this must stop, and the parties, the media, CSOs, all of us must support the Electoral Commission to ensure the lane and the passage of our new proposed CI. Mr. MC, do we have some of the pictures of the minors who are trying to register? Do we have some? Yes. Can we show some for all of them to see? Please, as you can see, we have pictures of, these are Ghanaians, and they are being paraded as people who are 18 years and above. So this is the main reason why the Electoral Commission has been emphasizing that we need to have the Ghana card, which shows the ages, the nationalities of the applicants. And these people appeared at our registration centers to go and register as people who are 18 and they qualify to vote. So when you hear the Electoral Commission talking about the new CI, we want to ensure that those who are minors and those who are not Ghanaians do not take part in our voters registration exercise. When you turn 18, then you join us, then you can also register as a voter. We would like to use this opportunity to especially urge the government, as a matter of urgency, to provide the necessary support to the National Identification Authority to register all qualified persons ahead of the registration exercise next year. As Ghanaians, we have the responsibility to protect our democracy. The Electoral Commission strongly believes that having a voter register with only qualified persons is very central to protecting the country's democracy. We will carry out our registration exercise in our district offices and selected electoral areas next year. And we anticipate that all qualified applicants will have their Ghana cards to present as evidence of their ages and nationality. This is the third week of the registration exercise, and the Commission has not received any reports of shortages of any of the registration materials from any of our registration centers. The Commission will continue to engage its officials in the regions to protect the rights of all eligible citizens who want to register. You may recall at the beginning of the registration exercise that we recorded low numbers due to some teething problems and challenges. However, those issues were resolved in a matter of days. We are happy to note that the number of registrations have gone up considerably. We are currently averaging 50,000 registrations per day since last week, and this is very, very remarkable. To date, we have registered 673,276. The Commission is within a striking distance of the targeted 700,000 persons to be registered in this exercise. We want to also state emphatically that this is not going to be the last registration exercise before the general elections in 2024. We will roll out another round of continuous registration exercise in 2024 in our district offices and also register people in the difficult-to-reach communities in selected electoral areas. The Commission also wishes to inform the general public that the replacement of the voter ID cards will begin on the 3rd of October in all our district offices. The fee is 10 Ghana cedis, and the payment is through a short code that will be made available to the public very, very soon. Before this, persons who had lost their voters' ID cards had to go to the GCB bank to make payments. To make it easier for such persons to do so, we have introduced this short code on all mobile networks for the payments. This will go a long way to ease the burden on applicants. Those who also want to transfer their votes to other districts will have the opportunity to do so from the 3rd of October to the 9th of October in all our district offices. Now to the registration figures from day 1 to day 16. As you may be aware, yesterday was day 16. Both the Ashanti and Greater Accra regions continue to lead the way nominally. And this is expected because these are the two most populous regions in our country. Now these are the figures for each region so far. Western, 42,269, representing 6.3%. Western North, 22,386, representing 3.3%. Central, 63,228, representing 9.4%. Greater Accra, 90,099, representing 30.4%. Volta, 43,099, representing 6.4%. Oti, 18,468, representing 2.7%. Eastern, 69,597, representing 10.3%. Ashanti, 111,593, representing 16.6%. Bono, 23,365, representing 3.5%. Ahafo, 17,210, representing 2.6%. Bono East, 28,687, representing 4.3%. Savannah, 16,045, representing 2.4%. Northern Region, 52,410, representing 7.8%. Northeast, 17,692, representing 2.6%. Upper East, 33,778, representing 5%. Upper West, 23,350, representing 3.5%. So all this total 673,276. However, in real terms, when you adjust the total number of registered voters in this exercise by the total registrations in 2020, then clearly the Ashanti and the Greater Accra regions are lagging behind. In other words, Ashanti and Greater Accra have more people. That's why we are seeing more people who are registering. But when you adjust it to the 2020 registration, then they are behind. So these are the regions that have in real terms increased their figures and those that have decreased their figures in comparison with the 2020 regional registration total. Western region, in 2020, Western region had constituted 7% of registered voters, But currently, Western region has lost grounds by 0.7%. 0.7%. Central in 2020 was 9.2%. Now Central has gained 0.2%. Greater Accra in 2020, Greater Accra was 20.7% of the total registered voters. Now Greater Accra has gone down by 7.3%, a total of 7.3%. Volta region was 5.4% in 2020. Now Volta region has gained 1%. So that's a big increase, 1%. Eastern region was 9.6% in 2020. Currently, Eastern region has gained 0.7%. Ashanti region was 17.7% in 2020. And currently, Ashanti region has gone down by 1.1%. Western North currently has gained 0.5%. Ahafo has gained 0.7%. Bono region has lost 0.3%. Bono East has gained 0.8%. Oti region has gained 0.6%. Northern region has gained 1.6%, which is very, very high. Savannah has gained 0.6%. Upper West has also gained 0.7%. Northeast has also gained 0.9%. And the Upper East region has gained 1.1%. Of the regions that have increased their figures in real terms, the Northern region leads with 1.6%, followed by the Upper East with 1.1%, then Volta region with 1%, and the Eastern region with 0.7%. For the regions whose figures have decreased, Greater Accra is ahead with 7.3%, far more than even the registration figures of about 2 or 3 regions put together, followed by the Ashanti region, which has lost 1.1%, and the Western region with 0.7%. We also continue to have more males registering than females. This is noticeable in all the regions except in the Northeast and the Upper West, where females outnumber males by 60 and 14 respectively. These are the males and the females distribution so far. Currently, the males are 52% and the females are 48%. The OT region has the highest percentage of males registered at 54.5%, and they also have the lowest at 45.5%. Now let's move on to the challenge cases. By the 16th day of the registration, we had recorded 7,561 challenge cases in all the registration centers, and this constitutes 1.12% of all the registered voters. In nominal terms, that means on the face of the values, the Greater Accra region tops with 1,552 cases, and the Northeast region is bottom with only 14 challenge cases. However, in real terms, when you compare the number registered in each region per the challenge cases, the Upper West region leads with 444, constituting 1.9% of registered voters in the Upper West region. Other regions with more challenge cases are also Savannah and the Volta regions at 1.8% and 2.3% respectively. Now let's look at the age groups of registrants in terms of percentages. For first-time voters represent 86.1%, those who have not voted before. In other words, people who are between the ages of 18 and 20 years. They constitute 86.1% of the total registered voters in this exercise. These are the age categories of the registered voters. The first-time voters are 580,800, making the 86.1%, followed by those who are between the ages of 21 and 35, who are 74,000, constituting 11%. Then those who are 36 and 45, they are 9,471, constituting 1.4%. Then we have those between the ages of 46 and 55, and they are 4,603, constituting 0.7%. Then those between the ages of 56 and 65, they are 2,736, constituting 0.4%. Then those who are between the ages of 66 and 75, they are 1,280, constituting 0.2%. Then those who are above 76 to 100 and beyond, they are only 376, constituting 0.1%. Then finally, persons with disabilities. Nationally, we've registered 1,314 persons with disabilities. And this only represents 0.2% of the total 670,000 or so we have registered. Eastern Region has the highest number of registrants of persons with disability with 152, and the Northeast has the lowest with only 17. However, as a percentage of registered voters in each region, the Savannah region, which has 103 of persons with disabilities registered, is the highest in terms of percentage with 0.64%. So ladies and gentlemen, to conclude, the Commission again wishes to express its appreciation to you, the media, for the support and the encouragement you give to the Electoral Commission. We are very grateful for your attention. Thank you very, very much.
For more news, please visit our website, graphic.com.gh, or follow us on Facebook at Daily Graphic and on YouTube and Twitter at GraphicGH.
Subscribe now.